Good morning, everyone over here. Today, according to me, something which is requiring more attention than poverty, something which needs more attention than recession, and something which needs more attention than unemployment is an educated graduate being financially illiterate. Today, we need to give more attention towards generating awareness among the youths rather than creating just general academics. At the same time, we need to concentrate more on creating wealth creators rather than creating employment opportunities. Just imagine a person freshly graduated enters into the real world, but if he's financially blind, it means society has created him for exams, not for life. One simple thought: if you take today's community or the student community or the younger generation, they very well know how to create AI videos. They very well know how to go viral on social media. They also know how to do shopping online. But for the same student, if you ask, what is inflation? What is taxation? How exactly debt comes? What is financial planning? There will be absolute silence. And this silence is going to cost them their future. Just imagine a student who is very well equipped in solving complex equations, if cannot know how exactly a normal credit card works or how exactly money works, how embarrassment it will be. And one of the legendary person has stated that one of the major problem in today's generation or the economics is the lack of financial literacy. It is because they don't know how to save money. They don't know how to come out of debt traps. Just imagine how exactly this money works. In schools, they teach us physics, chemistry, mathematics, computer science, programming, whatnot. Wonderful. But why the same school does not teach what is personal financing? Why they don't teach how to build startups? Why they don't teach how to come out of debt scams? Right? This is because people think that it is only for the professionals or the higher educated people. But this has to be cultivated from the very younger minds. Tomorrow, if a person does an academic mistake, it will be less costlier than if he does a financial mistake. And there lies the secret. How exactly this money works? Let me take you with a small example. Most of you will be aware of the chessboard, which is containing around 64 boxes, 8 by 8. Now just imagine you are placing one grain of rice. You are placing one grain of rice in the first box. It costs nothing, absolutely nothing. In the second box, you are just doubling the number of grains, that is 2 grains. In the third box, you are placing double again, that is 4 grains. Like this, if you keep on doubling the number of grains in each and every box, do you know how much grains you need to fulfill the last 64th box alone? Well, it costs several crores. And that is the real power of compounding. Money earns money by compounding. Just imagine lot of young graduates coming out of graduation and start building entrepreneurship. They are financially sound. They are coming out of debt scams and they know how exactly to build a debt-free startups. How great it would be, right? And this is because today's younger generations needs this kind of education. Tomorrow, the society is not going to ask anyone how much marks you scored in physics. They're not going to ask you how much marks you scored in mathematics. nor they will ask you how much marks you scored in computer science. But what exactly the society is going to toss the question is, are you financially independent? Can people rely on you? Are you credible? These are the questions which an younger generation should answer. The society says that why today's younger generation is under stress. But promptly speaking, the financial pressure will actually spoil anybody's confidence. And that's the reason why there is a need of this awareness of the financial literacy in India. One more thing is today's younger generation, if you see, most of the social medias, not all, but most of the social medias are projecting how exactly to shop more on online, how to buy online, how to impress on social media. And younger generation are chasing these kind of lifestyles without actually having a strong financial foundation. They are going behind these luxury things without having a proper foundation of financial awareness and patience. And that's what makes it even more problematic. I tell you, wealth creation is not only about income, it's about consistency and discipline and time. A person who is investing even a very small amount of money consistently for a longer duration will definitely end up creating a massive wealth compared to a person who is investing more amount of money for a lesser duration of time, because wealth creation does not follow only the income, it follows early actions. That's what is required. Just imagine if a person who is financially sound comes out of graduation and start doing his own startups or entrepreneurship or any other kind of things. Do you think he is changing him alone? No. The very first thing, he is going to change his family. He is going to change his community. And then he is going to change the nation. Millions of young entrepreneurs coming out financially sound and creating startups. What a transformation! It is not an educational transformation, but it's a national transformation. Today, India needs such kind of people who can create wealth rather than creating employment opportunities. Now, how exactly to come out of these scams and how to know financial planning? What is the first step that you need to take in this? Well, I'll give you some simple strategies for this. There are three ways or three steps you can call it as by which you can become a pro in financial planning. The very first thing is track each and every expenses that you make. Write down the expenses that you make. Why? Because that gives you a clarity of where exactly you can cut down the costs if required. And once the cost is cut down, once you start saving money, the second one is how to save that money. No matter you, whatever the smallest thing that you save, even it will be 5 rupees, 10 rupees, 50 rupees, 100 rupees, no matter what the amount you save, but please start the mindset of saving, because that gives you the mindset of savings as well as the nature of money and its compounding nature. And the third most important thing, when you start saving money, you will know how to invest money, because money earns money. That's the secret of creating wealth. It's not by the income that you generate, that it's only by money earns money. That's the basic thing where you exactly can do this. Now, whenever a younger student comes to us from the student community, most of us have that assumption, or previously we had that assumption that financial literacy are not for younger generation. You are too young for that. Let's stop saying that. Instead, let's say financial literacy is the must, and you are too young to be unaware of that. That's the way that we can transform the nation. And when we consider this financial planning, I'll tell you one small thing before concluding my speech. Today, whatever the transformation has happened in my life about this financial transformation is, I'll tell you, it is very necessary that I need to take that name, that it is my business partner, Dr. Suma Bhatt. The reason being, every successful story has two faces, my friends. One seen by the audience, and the other which is behind that. And she is on the other part of it. So there is a saying that when success comes to you, people come towards you, they stand beside you, they praise you. But if somebody can stand with you, even when your dream is or success is still a dream, that matters a lot. And that is the reason why today on this prestigious stage, I would like to dedicate this talk to my business partner, Dr. Suma Bhatt, who was the supporting pillar of my career, and probably without her, today I won't be here. So I acknowledge this. I ask everyone to please acknowledge the event, Dr. Suma Bhatt. Thank you, TEDx. Thank you, TEDxThaltej. Sure.